I'm going to record it there. There we go. So Rachel, for people who don't know, to hit SC All-Star, you have to hit SC 5 or 10. There's two different categories, 12 months in a row. To hit Legend, you need to hit it 24 months in a row, which is, I don't know, it's just consistent, right? And I know most of you see Rachel's stuff. You know how consistent she is. You know what a genius she is and how natural she is with her live videos. So I want to say it's not a surprise, but it's still amazing. She gets a lock on the floor next year. She gets her own seat, which is kind of cool for Indianapolis, which means, yeah, it's just a cool thing, and it kind of shows what can happen with consistency. So congrats on that, Rachel. Anybody else? Yeah, we got a few more coming up this Thursday, actually. It's going to be it seems like a big rank change anyway, things that I've seen. So nothing else? Going once?
Rachel!
Go! Boom braga. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I hope people know how lucky we are to have Jesse do this call with us. Jesse is the founder, I want to say sole person, although I know he gets input from his wife. I think he's due in a few, well, they are due in a few weeks. So we weren't sure if this was going to happen, but it did, so that's awesome. So Jesse is basically the founder of what I think is one of the more important tools that coaches have. It's Social Team Builder. And a lot of you know Ellie Moore, you know Jessica Pasola, who's done calls for us, Cindy Tremblay, they're all elite coaches, and they're all part of this community that Jesse's created. And I'm going to let him explain what it is, because I don't want to butcher it, but it is one of the coolest communities for coaches, because there's so much, again, it's kind of like our team. There's so much sharing that goes on, and critiquing and support. It's a pretty special place. For all my new coaches and Jamie's new coaches and everybody else's new coaches who haven't yet started their business page, or if it's in its infancy, this is going to be the most important call for you, especially with us branching out into the UK and possibly other countries moving forward. Your business page is so important, and any veteran coach can tell you, if you know how to work your business page, it's a huge plus. So Jesse, I'm going to pass it off to you. Jamie, I don't know if you're in control, if you need to make Jesse host it all or pass it off, but I think
you're the host. You should be able to now.
Okie dokie.
I think you just stop screen sharing and then I can.
I will stop screen sharing and you go ahead, Jesse. Welcome.
Right on. Well, thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. And you mentioned before, Social Team Builder's been around since 2015, but the reason it's taken off so much, I'd like to think, is because a lot of the coaches have really embraced it. And they've really, taken it on as their own, because it really is a community. It's gone beyond my wildest dreams. This thing is, it's just gotten a life of its own, because we've surrounded ourselves with awesome people like you guys have here with this team. I'm really excited today and grateful to be here, to be able to give you guys a call, because what we do teach about is how to build your business with a like page, with the business page, fan page, are all the same terminology. It's all the same thing, but basically it's a way. I'm going to show you guys how the big advantages to why using a like page is imperative, especially when you're going to places like the UK now and learning about that. So let me just get into it and screen share. If you guys have questions, I'll try to blast through this as quickly as I can. Well, it'll still make sense, hopefully. And then if you have questions, just let me know. And then we'll try to get to some at the end. Afterwards, Mike can fire some at me, or if you guys want to fire them at me, that's great too. All right, I will start screen sharing now. And somebody just give me a nod that you can see my screen. All right. So this is called the 7 Deadly Mistakes of Facebook Marketing. I would recommend taking some notes. And again, if you have questions, please ask me at the end. I will do everything I can to help you guys. So we'll talk about this first mistake is actually going to give you a bit of a list. It's kind of a list within a list, but it's talking about the personal page versus the like page. And I get this question all the time. Oh, but I get so much engagement over on my personal page and I post over here and it's crickets. Well, the reason for that, you guys, is you've had these personal pages when you started Facebook from day one. And guess what? It's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, people you went to high school with, people you're friends with from work. You know, it's people that already know, like, and love you. So it's pretty easy to get engagement on there, but is it bringing you business? That's what I want to ask right now, because if it's not, there's another way, and it's a much better way. So I'm going to go into some major advantages of using a like page. Now we can say like page, business page, fan page, it's all the same thing. So the first big advantage is there's no limit to how big you can grow it. My wife's page is going to be nearing 100,000 targeted page likes by the end of this month. 100,000 people. You think 5,000 friends is a lot. Imagine having 100,000. So of people that actually really do jive with you and connect with you. It's a game changer. The other big advantage is Facebook creates these pages. They create these so that you can win on there. Facebook wants you to spend money. They want you to grow these pages because guess what? They're going to help you do this. They want you to win because they want you to stick around. They're not doing this to steal your money or to gamble. They're setting you up, and they give you things like all the data. So like what happens if you have a post that does really well on your personal page? What can you do with it? Nothing. But guess what? On a like page, if you have a post that does well, you can blast that thing out to unlimited amounts of people. So it's just such a no-brainer, including any country you want. They also give you, it's an opportunity rather to connect and become more professional. Not only, I call it the 4 Fs, your friends, your family, your fans, and Facebook. Facebook actually makes you more relevant and inside of the algorithm when you have a like page. And then people can see, hey, this person's running a business. She's doing something over here. So it makes you more legitimate and more professional. Another big tip is the big advantage with a like page rather is you can schedule all your posts. So say you're going to be gone for the week. Like my wife will sit down, button share for Sundays and get like a week or week and a half's worth of posts done. Now she still does live video and she puts a lot of effort into her posts, but she does it all using her like page. Don't use a third-party scheduler. This is just a big tip. It will hurt you in the algorithm. So don't use anything else other than the tools Facebook offers you inside of there. The fifth one, advertising. As you heard Mike say earlier, there's unlimited amounts of testing and scaling you can do. Scaling just means if you have something that's working well, you can make it bigger. For example, easily targeting people in the United Kingdom, which I know is a hot topic for you guys right now. What do you think is going to be harder to do or easier to do? Advertise to people in the UK or go trying to chase them in groups and friend all these people? One thing that we teach in Social Team Builder is attraction marketing. You need to get these people to you and have them messaging you. You should not be chasing people, you guys, and sending hey girl messages or whatever. You need to bring them to you. That's the big difference there. All right, so another big thing, and a lot of people don't even realize this. People know a lot about events, but you can actually create posts on your like page to have people directly message you. They click a button and it opens up Messenger, starting a private conversation. You can create offers. You can do so many different things within your like page that people don't even remotely tap into. And Facebook gives us all these amazing tools. Biggest website in the world. 100 million people in the United States alone are logged in right now on Facebook. 100 million. Wrap your head around that. Groups can now be linked directly to your like page. So if you're running a group, you can actually have your like page right on there. You don't have to friend request anybody. You can connect them right into the group from your like page. You can actually, Facebook's actually setting it up where you can advertise to your groups through your like page. So it's just crazy amounts of things that you can do now, including custom audiences and lookalike audiences. We actually just created some lookalike audiences for people that are similar to, so say, I'll give you, just wrap your head around this a little bit. Facebook actually gives you the ability now. So say you have 1,000 people on your like page. You can create a lookalike audience and say, I want to create a lookalike audience in the United Kingdom of people that are similar to the people that already like my page. And they'll give you an audience of several million people in that country. It's amazing how great this is and what it can do and how sophisticated they've gotten with their data. It's seriously mind-blowing. Facebook's like pages are actually indexed by all the search engines too. They do give you more love with that secret Facebook algorithm in their search engine and all that. And here's the other thing. And again, this is not a scare tactic. This is not a scare tactic. This is a fact. I've had several coaches and some that are elite top coaches have their pages get shut down. And not just their fan page, but their whole profile. Facebook doesn't want you going on here and messaging people about your network marketing products. They don't. That's not what's called a positive user experience. But I can guarantee you if you have a like page, and I'm not saying don't use your personal profile, but I can guarantee you having a like page and utilizing that as well will dramatically lower your chances of having your profile shut down. Because it's not a big surprise that they don't want people going on here, hey, blah, blah, blah. How many people have had somebody from another company message them with some copy and paste message? That's not a positive user experience. And guess what? Facebook looks at everybody the same. It's network marketing. And it doesn't have a good rep. So you need to do it the right way. You need to be professional about it. So here's another big tip. Get a cover. Get a good-looking cover done, you guys. Don't try to slop it together in Canva or PicMonkey, please, if you don't know what you're doing. I am horrible with graphics. You can go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and you can get a professional cover like these done for like 20 or 30 bucks. And you don't even have to get professional photos done. You could literally stand against your wall with your iPhone and have someone take a picture of you and let the graphics person crop it out. But it's worth doing. Don't try to put it together on your own unless you are graphically trained. You would laugh at some of the covers I've created. I'm just not good at it. And I don't care because I outsource it for 20 or 30 bucks. It's so worth it. So that's a huge tip. It's very easy to get done. Mistake number 2, not dialing in your avatar. Now, a lot of people don't really understand what an avatar is. But to give you a quick overview of it, an avatar is basically that one person that you want to work with. That one person that you want, that you know is that's your next coach. That's going to be your business builder. You need to start connecting with that one person. Too many people come on here and think, well, everybody needs to lose weight and get healthy, so I'm going to be everything for everyone. No, you treat your posts and everything as if you're speaking to that one person. But there's millions of that one person waiting to hear from you. So here's another big tip. When you're writing your posts, write them as if you're speaking to one person, okay? Stop trying to be like a radio broadcast or a broadcast on there. It's like you're talking to that one person. So don't be everything for everyone. And here's an example of what an avatar would look like. You start looking at some of your friends, some of your fellow coaches, your fans, things like that. Look at the magazine. What magazines do they read? What pages on Facebook do they like? Where do they hang out? And then even dig deeper. What are some of the things that aren't going well with them? Maybe they're overwhelmed as a mom and working full time. So start digging into the problems. Too many people will create an avatar and then just make some perfect person. Well, I'm targeting Wonder Woman. Well, Wonder Woman doesn't need network marketing, right? So you need to understand that when you're targeting these people, they will want to join your team for a reason, right? So you need to start finding out what are their pain points? What are they going through that sucks right now? And when you start doing that, when you start articulating your posts and writing your story, but having it identify with them a little bit so they can read that and think, wow, that's me right there. That's me. And then you start getting those connections. Because guess what, you guys? There's millions of people out there, even in the United States, that have never even heard of Beachbody. And they've never heard of it, and they absolutely need it. You're with the best company out there for social media by far. Very visual company, transformations. It's all online workouts. It's a perfect opportunity to help people. But you can look here, you know, I mean, the social anxiety in large crowds. When you start really identifying those little things, those little pain points that are people might be going through that you've probably been through or are going through yourself, that people can start connecting with you on, that's how you get conversations. Like I said at the beginning, Social Team Builder is all about teaching attraction marketing. And the number one goal with your post is not how many challenge packs you can sell or how many coaches you can recruit. It's how many new people can you connect with, how many new conversations you have. The challenge packs happen after you get to know people and start to provide value and really start to connect with them. So here's another big mistake. And I want to know, even right now for you guys, have you gone live yet on your page? Have you gone live? Has everyone here gone live? You know, that's a big deal. Facebook will give you huge priority with your live videos. Huge priority, because think about it. What's Facebook want to do here? They want to keep people on Facebook, right? They want to keep them on Facebook. What do you think keeps somebody on longer? An image of you or a video of you? So absolutely, you're going to get more love with the algorithm. People are going to start engaging with video more. It's a proven fact. I think video gets 30 to 40% more engagement than images. And it's not a big surprise. And yes, they do reward you with that mysterious Facebook algorithm. Another thing that you need to think about with live video, because live video is the most powerful thing you can do on your page. It builds your personal brand, because you're not on here, you guys. Another thing I want you to take away here is you're not on here to brand Beachbody. You're not. You're on here to brand yourself. I can go buy Beachbody from anywhere I want. I can go buy it online. I can go buy it from any coach here. I can get it anywhere I want. But why would I want to work with you? You build your personal brand up with live video. And also think about it like this. How many times have you seen like Tony Robbins or Gary Vaynerchuk or Brandon Burchard or whatever, and you feel like you've watched so many of their videos that you start to know them and you start to connect with them? Maybe even with Mike here. You know, he's gone live a lot. He's done a lot of videos. Maybe you haven't met Mike in person, but maybe you feel like you kind of know him because you've seen him on video so much. You know his voice. You know his mannerisms. That's the rapport that you want to build with your fans, you guys. That's when you start hitting tipping points that will blow your mind, and I'm not kidding. Next is, again, the recognition. That kind of ties back with the branding. And then here's the other crazy thing is, and this is just another awesome aspect of a Facebook like page. When you do these videos, you get all these stats, you get statistics, but you also get custom audiences that you can build. So you can actually create audiences of people that have watched your videos. You can actually create audiences of people that have watched your videos, and from anywhere from 5% all the way to 95%. So you can literally target people on Facebook and say, I only want to send this to people that have watched my videos. So it's pretty mind-blowing what's possible here. Here's my wife's video, and you can see this.
Mike, can you mute that person?
It's like a Z's iPhone.
There we go. All right, we're back. Okay, so this is my wife's video. This is a great one she did. And you notice on here, she's not talking about anything wonderful or beautiful. It's called the TMI of digestive struggles. Being real is what connects with people. She's not going on here, you know, another great day with Shakeology. Thank you, Beachbody. My life is perfect. That's not what people connect with. They connect with reality, you guys. And doing live videos like this, how would you like to have a live video? Again, this is 100% organic, meaning free on her page. 94 shares, 389 reactions, 41,000 views, and countless comments. This is how you build your brand. This is how you connect with people and engage and build rapport and provide value for new people, and then just strike up lots of conversations. If you want to build and blow up your team, if you want to hit Success Club 20, 40, whatever, you need to be talking to new people, building relationships. This is how you do it. This is how you get it done, is by providing value, doing live video. Every single round of training, since we've started this now 2 years ago, and every single round of training, we've had people that have had their posts go viral. I'm not saying I guarantee in Social Team Builder your post will go viral, but what I can say is if you give Facebook what they want, you will get virality. you will increase your odds of virality rather. 252,000 shares, 10 million views. It's mind-blowing what's possible on here when you do this. When you give Facebook what they want. Here's Kate Neal, 20 million views, 576,000 shares, all organic. All organic, you guys. Here's Stephanie Kaufman. She's in the training. She gets Success Club 40 usually every month. She did have Success Club 70. All from her like page, all from her business page on here. Again, she did have this one post go viral, but this isn't just the sole, the sole reason that she's been successful. She does this because she's real. She provides value on her page, and it's not all about fitness. It's about her. It's about what's going on in her life, and people connect with it. And she gets crazy amounts of business by doing it. So here's another big mistake. Big mistake. That people think that their like page or they go on here, it needs to be some type of daily journal. That it's like, oh, it's all about me, 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 me. Well, no. You need to start connecting with your audience. Just the low-hanging fruit of asking your audience simple questions. Remember, like I said before, what I said before about how do you stand out in a good way? How do you connect with people and start new conversations? Because that's what this is about. It's about connecting and starting new conversations. Just asking them simple questions like, hey, do you like this or this? What do you guys do here? My wife, like Mike said, we have a boy coming. My son's going to be born here any day. She asked about circumcisions on her page, and she got a gazillion comments. And guess what? New conversations started from that. Here's the one thing that you guys need to remember, and so many people don't think about this when they're posting and when they're connecting with people. When people are coming to your page and they don't know you, they don't know who you are, they're not going to give a crap about you. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but too many people think that they can go on there and talk about Beachbody and this and my life's great. Nobody gives a crap. All people care about when they're coming in their cold market people and they're coming to your pages, they listen to one station, WIIFM. What's in it for me? Why should I care about your page? What are you doing to stand out? When you can start answering that question and you realize the value you're providing for others, it changes the game. Everything completely changes. So it's just realizing that there's so much low-hanging fruit here with asking your audience questions. Every post that you have, or pretty much every post that you have, should have an explanation about why it's important to that person with a question. Asking some type of question. You know how many really well-written posts I've seen that have no questions in them? People will post like, Jesse, why isn't anyone commenting on this? It's great. It's well-written. There isn't one question in there. So you know what they get? A like or a heart. But you need to start asking people, hey, has this happened to you? Have you ever went through a day where you got your butt kicked, you got your butt handed to you, and you didn't want to be with your family, you didn't want to see your kids or your husband or whatever, you just wanted to be alone? You know that feeling? That's how people start connecting. By just turning your post into a question and thinking about it in a way that, well, why would someone want to comment on this? That's what changes the game. That's what really gets people starting to look at it and think, oh, wow, I can see myself there because that's me. That happened to me yesterday. Mistake number 5, basically ignoring all the data that Facebook gives you. Like I mentioned before, Facebook gives us a ton of data in our like page and our business page here that we can use to our advantage. We can then know, okay, this works, this didn't. Now here's a big tip. It's perfectly okay to recycle your best posts. So what's that mean? It means that say you had a post here, like say on this one here, oh my God, thinking back on Punta Cana, this post right here. Say it did well or whatever the topic is. You could put that in a little swipe file, it's called, just save it. Just save that post, and you could use it again in a couple months for something else. Because here's the thing, you guys. Nobody's going to look back and think, well, what was Meg doing in January? What the heck was Mike doing last year in Thanksgiving? No, nobody scrolls back. All we care about is what's in front of us. So save your best posts. Save the things that have done, the topics that have done well for you, what has connected with people. Save those. You can reuse them, and it's just makes your life a lot easier because that's what this is about. Yes, it's hard work. Always hard work. But as the longer you go, the easier it becomes because you learn what works and what doesn't, and then you do more of what works. And then it just becomes almost effortless connecting with new people daily. Here's another one. And a lot of people, they have what I call a scarcity mindset. So they think, I'm not going to share anything from somebody else's page. No way. I'm not going to share that. That's sending free traffic to somebody else. No. Here's what happened, you guys. I think my wife shared this post. It was a while ago, but I like to use this as an example because it was fit.pl, and it was some yoga post or something like that with a kid. And it did really well, obviously, sharing this. But do you think someone's going to remember, was this from Sarah Regan or was it from fit.pl? No, they're going to remember it was on Sarah's page. They don't care it was shared or whatever. And look at all the reactions she got and comments and people to connect with. It's a free post. Now, here's another big tip. When you're going to share other viral posts or other posts that have done well on Facebook, and make sure it's on Facebook, write a little blurb about why this video is cool, why you like it, stuff like that. Don't just share it. Hey, check this out. Write why they should care, why they should watch it. Give them a reason. Start working on that today, you guys. Start working on your posts. And here's another huge tip. Always reply. You know how many people I've seen, I'll go to their page and I see a bunch of comments, and then I see maybe they like their post or whatever, but I don't see any replies. You should be striking up conversations. You should be private messaging them. You can directly private message people from your like page right on there. It's low-hanging fruit. This is free conversations. And of course, you're not going to go on there, hey, Kelly, thanks for commenting. Do you do yoga? Don't start off with, hey, Kelly, thanks for commenting. Would you like to buy my challenge pack? No. Do you want to join my challenge group? No. You get to know, strike up you need to think about it in a way. You can invite those people to, like, your friends will actually see that from the like page, and then maybe they'll go and like it. So the thing is, you can invite these people. I think you can invite several hundred a day. Free traffic, free people coming to your page by doing this. You're sharing a viral post, you're giving a little blurb about it, and then you're inviting them to like your page. We have added thousands of people to our page by doing this. It's easy and it's free, and it doesn't take that long. Here's another big thing. And from some of you guys probably do have a like page, but I'm willing to bet you boost posts. The one thing that we teach in Social Team Builder is do not boost posts. It's a big mistake, and it's like you have a better chance of winning money or gaining money by going to Vegas and playing a slot machine. You're gambling with your money. It's a huge gamble. I can't say enough. If you don't risk your money, and I don't care who told you to go boost posts, don't boost posts, okay? It's too risky. It's Facebook's easy button for them, an easy way to get money from you. What you need to be using is the Facebook Power Editor. It's an actual tool Facebook has designed, it's been around for a while now, that gives you a gazillion different opportunities to set up systematic split tests. So here's one of the big reasons why you shouldn't boost. Because what you think is maybe a great post will usually bomb. Oh, this is so great, and I look awesome. I'm going to put $20 or $40 behind this and send it to a bunch of people. And it almost always bombs. Yes, they'll send it to a bunch of people, but here's what's powerful about the Power Editor, and this is something that we teach in Social Team Builder. Imagine taking like 5 or 10 different images with 5 or 10 different posts and just putting like $1 or $2 behind them and then finding out which one's the best. Because you know what happens? It's almost always the picture that you don't think will win that does the best. It's almost always the post that maybe you didn't think was the best that wins. And then you think, oh, wow, okay, so I spent like $5-10 and I figured out this one's the best one. And now I can take this one and now I'm going to promote it in the Power Editor and send it to specific audiences that I've created. And when I do that, I can almost guarantee that I will get a return because I tested this before. You should really be putting in $1 and getting back like 5 when you do it right. When you set things up. Facebook has so many. There's another thing called dark posts. It's a little bit more advanced, But basically, it's testing all these different things that's never on your like page. And you can test them with any audience you want. There's so much they give us. There's so much opportunity. And Facebook knows more about us, you guys, than the government does because we volunteer it to them. But from an advertising standpoint, it's a dream come true. So if you're going to try to blow up your business on your personal page, good luck. But if you take advantage of things like the Power Editor, it will change the game for you. It will absolutely shift the field in your direction. Now, here's probably the most important thing. And this is personal page, like page, or whatever. But if you're not truly providing value, give, and then give some more from the bottom of your heart with nothing expected in return. If you are messaging people, oh my God, it's the end of the month and I got to hit Success Club, whatever, because I have to keep this ranking up. Oh, I got to message 100 people. They can tell. People can sense desperation. And you guys know that. People can sense when you're desperate. And if you're chasing people, the people that are all the most successful, I've got hundreds, if not up to 1,000 success stories now in Social Team Builder. It's effortless for them because they've been having these conversations for weeks, if not months, with people. Hey, you like my free group, right? Would you like to join my paid group? Sure. They don't stress out about numbers at all because it just happens naturally for them by connecting and providing value. Again, it comes back to making your page stand out in a good way. And a good way is not how many push-ups am I going to do on my page today? I'm going to do this. I'm going to show this workout. I'm not saying don't do workouts, but you guys, I can find a sit-up in a million places. I can find burpees on YouTube, probably a gazillion channels. That's not going to, there's nothing that makes your burpee unique. It's your story. What's going on with you that makes it stand out? That's providing value. And how you're helping people with that. Free groups and giveaways are huge as well. That's how you interact and engage with people. It's so much easier because we have to think about Facebook as like a big coffee shop. You're walking in, and again, you're not going to say, who's ready to buy my products? No, you're walking in, hey, my name's Jesse. Where are you from? Where would you, and then think about it like this. It's so much easier for me to ask you, would you guys like to join this free group I have? You're going to get a ton of value. There's no obligation. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to buy anything. Just check it out. If you make an awesome free group that blows their mind, you know what they're going to think? Wow, that free group was so great. I can't even imagine what this paid group was like. Of course I'm going to work with this person. They've been messaging me. They've been asking me questions. They care about me. All these other people are just sending me these copy and paste messages that are a huge turnoff. Free groups and giveaways and things like that are just an opportunity to engage and connect with people. So please use them. Please take advantage of that. Great way to provide value. And like I said before, your story does matter. What you have, what you've gone through, you're not boring. A lot of people think, oh, my story's boring. I don't know. And then they tell me, well, I've gone through this, this, and this. What? That's not boring. You have so much to offer. Here's a big tip. Get interviewed. Get interviewed and learn something about yourself that you didn't know. You're going to say things that you didn't know were in there versus just trying to contrive them by typing them out. So it's having somebody ask you the tough questions. Why? Why did you do this? What happened here? And really dig deep. Record it on YouTube or Zoom or whatever. And it can be private with you and that person, but interview it. This is something we teach heavily in Social Team Builder. Get interviewed and really dig deep into your story. Now, here's another awesome thing you can do with it. You can actually get that whole interview transcribed. So actually put in words and you're reading it and you're like, wow, I said that? You're going to say stuff in here that you didn't know was there. And it's powerful. It's cathartic, you guys. I've had people in the training in tears. Because first of all, they say, I can be me. I don't have to be top coach this. I don't have to be like this person. Because so many people think they have to come in here, act like a Barbie doll and look perfect or whatever. No. You just got to be you. And that's the game changer. And when you start doing these things, get interviewed, get it transcribed, that's when people start connecting. And it also helps you realize, I got a lot to say here. There's a lot going on here that I can help. And I can help a lot of people. And when you can get people to start taking action and engaging, because like I said, throughout this whole thing, it's all about getting people to connect with you and conversations. This is not about how many sales you can make. I don't have some magic script for you. Sorry. Scripts are a joke, by the way. Don't be using them, please. It needs to be authentic. It needs to be you speaking. People can tell the difference if you're being real, if you're being genuine. So do lots of live videos, a lot of them, even if it's for 1 minute. Even if it's for 1 minute when you're on here. Here's Natalie Tuman. We work with Natalie. She's fantastic. Being real. She's just talked about her story on there a little bit and the things she's gone through. It's just nothing. You couldn't go on here and think, wow, this post did really well. I'm going to copy it and put it over to my page and try to make it my own. No, it did well because she's true and she's genuine. Be real, be raw, and be you. That's what this is about. How real is this, you guys? She's had, I think, 5 kids. Guess what? Stretch marks happen. But look at this. These aren't just one-word answers here. This is full engagement. People connecting with her, people having conversations. I can guarantee you she got business from this. Guaranteed. Because she was being real again. She's not going on there acting like her life sucked before Beachbody and now it's perfect. That's what so many people think they need to do when they come in, and that's the opposite. Just embracing our scars. This is a perfect example of that. Again, I'll just blast through these, but these are just some recent posts. We get these all the time. Like Mike said, our community is special. And yes, I work with people in the top 10. Yes, I work with people in the top 100. But most of the people I work with in Social Team Builder are new coaches or coaches that are stuck. Just sold my first challenge pack. So I hit Success Club 5. Holy smoke. Success Club 2, first challenge pack. But here's the cool part. These people here, next year, they'll be transitioning into, oh, I hit Success Club 27. I hit Success Club 54. I hit Success Club 82, Success Club 52. These are all in recent posts, as you guys can see. All this year. It's just giving people new opportunities to connect with them by sharing their story. And we go through it all and then using a like page to do that. So I do have free training for you guys if you want it. If you want, because we have, actually, it's a really good 7 days of free training. It's actually drip fed every day. And if Mike's okay with it, I'll post the link in the chat. But it's socialteambuilder.com/7-days. And it's free training. And it's really good. There's a lot. It goes over different topics. It goes a little bit deeper into what we talked about here to another level. But it really gives you an idea of what Social Team Builder is all about. And it also gives you an idea of what it takes to succeed on social media, on Facebook. So that's it for me. If you guys have questions or whatever, I'm sure there might be a few. I'll stop screen sharing.
While people are unmuting themselves, thanks, Jesse. And I know this, we still have some times, and we're going to milk you while we got you. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but if you are serious about this, I think a lot of you are impressed already. Again, highly advise it. It's just a smarter way if you want this to be your business. It's just a smarter way to do it. I'm not saying it's easier because it's still a lot of work, but it is such a smarter way to do it. And if you were at Summit, I know a lot of this is going to resonate with you. And Jesse and I were talking before. He was talking about this long before Shailene came up on stage, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, did you see what she said? Did you see what she said?" And it's like, Jesse's been talking about this for, over a year, 2 years now. So that's what he's always kind of been preaching about, and that seems to be working for people. And I know most of us are agreeing and we get it. But I myself, and the reason we kind of connected was some solid criticism from Jesse on my page. And I know it, and I don't want to say it's a laziness thing that we get into, but it becomes that repetitive, horrible commercial being spewed out, and I know I try and tell my coaches not to do the thing, $9.99. We make fun of other MLMs like It Works and some of those things, but we get just as guilty of it. And there's so many key points there. One last thing before questions come up. The National Wake Up Call this Monday was on free groups as well. So especially with Team Cup right now, I know in our group of 5, that's all we're talking about is free groups. So make sure you watch the NWC as well as rewatch this. So were there any questions I haven't seen?
Hey, Mike. So this is actually really exciting, Jesse, because we've traditionally, especially for new coaches, because obviously their friends and family, when they start coaching, are right there and they reach out to them. They have some initial success. And then we see a lot of people sort of, not a lot, but maybe stall or, hit a wall, obviously. So for me, my head's spinning about how to change our training and all that stuff already. But as far as gaining likes on the page, when I started coaching, I basically just started paying for every like I could get. And it worked. It was great. It was quick. I got my likes up. I can't even remember who I targeted for those likes anymore. I hope it was the right people.
Right.
What's the quickest and best way, would you say, to get your like count up?
So can I ask what you paid for them?
It was like low 20s, I think.
Kira, let me just quick screen share. I'm just going to show you guys a quick test. So this is, one sec. This is actually just a test I'm doing. I do a lot with my wife's account. And like I said before, this is lookalike audiences. You can see here, 6 cents, 6 cents, 6 cents, 6 cents, 6 cents, 7, 7, 6. And these are laser targeted people, you guys. And these are in the millions of people that were, my wife's page is kind of a guinea pig page. She does a lot. She does high-end coaching. So, but I'm testing different audiences all the time. We're constantly testing things. So you do it by setting up systematic split tests using the Power Editor. This is the ads manager here. And then you run these tests, and then you kill off the ones that aren't good, and you keep the ones that are. And then you can keep testing. You can look at it and say, okay, are they engaging? Is this working or whatever? And you'll get to the point where I'll know exactly what's working. And then I can, what scaling it up means is saying, okay, I'm spending $3 a day here. Instead of $3, maybe I'll spend $5. That's scaling it up if it's working. So, and here's the thing, you guys, you don't have to spend $3 a day on your ad. You can spend $1 a day and add new page likes. So for $1, you could get 5 cents. We have people in the training that got 2 cent page likes. They beat me. It makes me mad. But anybody can do this when you do it the right way and you use the right types of testing and everything like that. So I hope that answered your question. Yeah,
thanks.
So is there any other specific question? Hopefully, did you guys get the link? I did post it in there, the socialteambuilder.com/7-days. Is there any other questions, Mike?
Yeah, I'm just looking at one. I have a like page, but I don't know who to add, and I don't want to add family and friends.
Same thing. Yeah.
And that's where take the training, go do the 7-day free training. And I know we also have training on how to grow your like page as well. I would watch Jesse's stuff before you do our training, just because it is more laser targeted. And yeah, I know I cut mine down from the low 20s, even just trying it one time with you, down to, I think, 12 and 13 cents. So it cut the cost in half. But yeah, for Tanisha, definitely do the 7-day free training with Jesse and see where you go from there. And then again, I'm not an affiliate or anything, but again, if you're serious about it, definitely jump in with the full online training, because I don't know if you still offer lifetime membership or not. Maybe that's passed, but you're going to learn more than you can possibly imagine in this group. But yeah, definitely try. I did the free training as well, and I did that, and I was like, okay, I want more. So
we're actually, and right now, the training is not open. The good news is we'll be opening soon. And yes, we do still offer lifetime memberships. So it's actually it's the same price as it's been since 2015. I haven't increased anything, and I still offer lifetime membership. It's probably not a smart business model, but my goal is to have guys like Mike say, hey, you guys need to do this because it's the real deal. They do provide value in here. And we have an awesome community. We really do. People helping each other nonstop. And there's a lot more that people did. For the big thing here, you guys, is it's just little tweaks, little things that you need to change that can get you big results. Like little things, but a lot of times if nobody really shows you what those little things are, it's tough. Facebook's tough. It is. And if you're going at it on your own, trying to chase people or whatever, it's a struggle, man. I have these conversations with people all the time. I can't imagine trying to message my cousin's high school friends. You know, that would feel, if it feels inauthentic to you and if it feels like you're kind of a salesperson or being salesy, you're not doing it right on social media or in general. But it should feel natural. It should just be conversational and being real.
Quick question on groups. Do you find generally people have more success, and I know everybody does it kind of differently, but running a free group, closing it off, deleting it? Or do you have some people who have actual communities that grow?
That's actually a great question. So a lot of people, I mean, everyone does it a different way, like you said. And the good news is there is no perfect way to do it because it just kind of figures out what works for you. But we do have people that will accumulate groups and just keep adding to them and adding to them and adding to them and adding to them. And now that you can connect the groups in there with your like page, there's going to be some advantages because you can advertise to them. So it may be something that we end up recommending in general. Right now, we don't have a recommendation as far as you need to do your group this way. It's just about doing free groups and providing value. But as Facebook changes, which it's always doing, and I will say this, I couldn't be Mike and a Facebook expert. It's too much to learn. It's just too much to learn. And trying to be a top coach or trying to be a successful coach while you're trying to learn all of Facebook is really hard. That's where we come in and we say, you guys, this is all you need to know. We kind of work out all the other stuff and say, just focus on these things because this will get you more conversations. This is relationship marketing. This isn't trying to sell products on Amazon or whatever. I do that as well. And that's a lot harder. So this is just getting to know people in social media on the biggest website in the world. Facebook's king.
Two other quick questions. And is there right now a direct benefit? I've linked my groups to my business page. Is there currently a direct benefit to do that?
Yeah, well, for a lot of people in Social Team Builder, the first big benefit is that they want to disconnect from their personal page and they want to do everything on their like page. They want to keep their personal page personal. We have people that hit Success Club 50 and 60 only from their like page. And they want to just do all their business on there, keep their conversations on there. So that's the first big benefit. And then I think it also shows is like, this is a brand that's running this. This is a person, but it's also building that brand up. The other thing, like I said, is then you can actually run ads to that group. They're going to be allowing that as well, which is very powerful. I mean, imagine having, like I said, a bigger group, and you're doing a challenge group later that you know you provide a lot of free value to this free group, and you run a challenge group ad to them. So.
One other question on there was, should we double post from like page to personal page? Like putting there, people are like, do I post to my personal and then share it to my business?
It's a common question. We get it a lot at the beginning. So my thing is rip the Band-Aid off, and people will go where you direct them. Okay. So if you're posting both and doing all this work, why would they want to go to your like page? Make them come over there. Even if it hurts right away for you, make them move over. You can tag yourself, you can share it over, but do teasers as well. I work with Tana Jackson. She's awesome at just, giving those little teasers. Hey, I'm doing this over here. Link to my like page. Hey, you guys, you got to check out this recipe I'm doing. If you're interested in how to make fantastic quesadillas, go over and check out my like page. Oh, I'm doing a giveaway. I have a free group, but you can only enter it by going to my like page. Just stuff like that. So you got to teach people how to go over there. You got to teach them how to move and direct them where to go. So, and I'm a total business page. I will say, you guys, I'm biased because we have so much success with Facebook and our business pages and so many success stories. But some people, it's tough. They won't rip the Band-Aid.
Sorry, I just noticed, and the one girl was posting in her business page and tagging herself personally on that post. Is that something that people tend to do more at the beginning? Or
yeah, they do, because, well, a lot of people are really worried about moving everyone from their warm market over. But here's the thing, you guys. By this point, they probably all know you're a Beachbody coach if you've been in it for a while. And the people that want to move over are going to. But and I'm going to say something that you guys already know. Not everybody that you're related to wants to be a coach, okay? And I'm not saying don't talk to them all. You better be talking to them all and at least have that opportunity and get to know them. But most people that you're related to or friends with are not going to be a Beachbody coach. It's just reality. But the good news is there are millions of people out there that are. So a lot of people have, again, that scarcity mindset. Well, if everyone's not seeing these posts and I'm not getting engagement, too many people get hung up on engagement. Oh, look at all these likes and comments and all that. Yes, I want comments, but I am worried about one thing: results. How much business did you get from that post where you shared whatever on your personal page? Or is it your mom and your uncles and your cousins and your sister liking these things and commenting? So there's a big difference between engagement and results. So I see this one. Holly asks, how much people are spending on average on their like page? A lot of these people are spending about $1 to $3 a month, and they don't do any ads but like ads. Or $1 to $3 a day. So like 30 to 90 bucks a month. That's about average. And they don't do anything else other than build their tribe, constantly build their tribe. So they're not, most of these people that a lot of the success stories, they don't even know how to do dark posts or anything like. They've probably been through about half to 3/4 of the training, and they blew it up. But there's more in there if they wanted it. But you don't need to run a lot.
Silly question. So commenting, yes, totally understand that. The one had like 830 likes. What do you do with all those likes?
So for a lot of times people, what they'll come in early on, it's okay to reach out to people that have liked your posts or liked your page. Hey, thank you for liking my page. Facebook's tough. Tell me about why you liked it. What would you like to see more of on my page? If you're reaching out to someone privately, ask them what they'd like to see more of. Ask them why they like your page or what they like about your page. And and say, hey, would you like to, or give them even some multiple choice. Would you like to see more recipes? Would you like to see more fitness, more live videos, whatever? So, but after a while, Mike, that's chasing, and it's maybe something early on to help build your brand, but really you should only be connecting with people that are commenting on your posts and having private conversations with them that way. It's so much easier. Is there a benefit to video ads versus picture ads? I don't quite understand the question.
Like if you did not a boosted post, but
promoted.
Yeah, promoted post of a video as opposed to a static picture. Like I know for like ads, you're a massive proponent of video, just because they perform so much better. But what about for like when you're throwing $1 to $3 at a post? Do you find video versus static picture?
So video will get you more algorithm love with Facebook, but it doesn't matter if it's a video or a post, as long as it's providing value. That's the most important thing. And value is not like talking about why your challenge group is so great. Value is building rapport with people and getting them to get to know you and your story and what you've been through and what's going on with you, and getting it in a way that they will engage. So if it will get people to engage, remember, the goal is not to sell. The goal is to engage and get new people that you don't know today to start commenting on your posts and start connecting with you. Does that make sense? All right. So if you guys have any other questions, well, I'm here for another 2 minutes and I got to go put my kid to bed.
One last one, starting a page, number of types, small business, product, entertainment, public figure. Does one
No, that's a good question. We cover that all in the training, but it's overrated. You don't have to really worry about it. The only thing you shouldn't pick is local business, because that actually Facebook will treat you a little differently, and it's just a little deceiving. I just say public figure. It's simple. Keep it basic. And the other thing is, don't get too hung up on the name as well. We have some people, beauty and beast mode, whatever, fit and fabulous, whatever the name is. But for me, I just generally say use your name, so it doesn't really matter what it is. It's about the value you can provide. I mean, mine could be Ninja Turtle Regan. And if I'm really helping people, they'll keep coming back and they'll recommend me. So that's what you want. The name is so overrated. So many people get hung up on the little details. Well, I can't start until this cover is perfect and this is perfect in the name. If you take away one thing, you guys, it's realize that it's truly about providing value. It's truly about sharing your story and connecting with people. When you do that, they'll forgive an ugly cover. They'll forgive a weird name. It's about really building rapport and connecting. And there are millions of people, like I said, out there that have never even heard of Beachbody. They've never heard of your products, believe it or not. They don't know your coach lingo. They don't. But they'll get to know you and they'll get to know what's going on, and maybe they'll want to connect with you and join your team or whatever. So just food for thought. I hope you guys enjoyed this, because I did. I'm really grateful to be here. Thank you, Mike.
It was awesome. And are you doing I think you said you're doing the Super Saturday in Boston with Carl, is that right?
Yeah, I get to be with Carl. So hopefully he'll want to invite me to Summit next year. So if you guys know him, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. Put in a good word for me. But I get to speak. He'll be there as well in Boston.
Cool.
So it'll be my third one, I think. I did DC, Dallas, and I did one in Colorado here too.
Awesome. Well, we thank you. And I think you're going to see a lot of us in your next, the 7 days. So totally appreciate that. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Jesse.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a great night.
And good luck with the birth.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We stick on and chat. So there we go. It's good, hey?
Yeah.
I know. So here's what I wanted to say to people. If you're uncomfortable with live, your business page is a perfect place to start, because nobody's watching it anyway, right? Seriously, it's true. Nobody watches mine that much. So if like literally this is how important it is to follow that training is, I think we're at 26,000 likes on my business page and nobody watches it. Okay. That's why it's important to listen to exactly what he said as far as separating it. Don't double post. It's great for the training we've been doing, and it works for a lot of us. It really does. Obviously, it works for quite a few people, but I think this is a different way to go, and why not try both methods?
I think starting on your personal page is a great start, but at some point, sooner rather than later, you have to transition to the like page, because it's too powerful not to. Yeah. And we haven't yet. Kim and I have literally said to each other, okay, this week, like page, we're forgetting about our personal page. We're going all like page. Like, we have 30,000 people on our like page. We don't get any engagement. We get a little more engagement than maybe a year ago, but not a lot. So I'm like, it's just time to rip the Band-Aid off, because there's too much potential over there. I don't think everyone should just, you might have 27 likes on your like page. Don't abandon your personal page yet. Like, you got to build up your like page first, I think, and exhaust your personal page, because I do think still it's a good tool. But I think there's tons of potential on that side. So, yeah, that was a good call. I mean, Mike, I think everyone should do that free training. That's a no-brainer. It's free. Why wouldn't you do it? But I mean, Mike, if you're comfortable, I'd love for you to do maybe even like a little detailed call on, and maybe, I don't know how much you can remember about all the training and stuff, but maybe give some more tips on how we can get the like page the likes down in cost.
Yeah, that's super easy. He actually called me out of the blue and was like, dude, he's like, get your head out of your ass. He's like, you got great posts and everything, but stop it was just really good because he's so that what he says is so valuable and it's working for those people. And I drove up to Listowel, this town like 3 hours north of here, and spent 3 hours with somebody who's totally completed the training with him. And they literally spend $3 a day on ads to hit SC20, and all through their business page. So it's really simple. I'll definitely do it. The easiest way to explain it, just for those of you who want to try it, is you do 10 videos of like three
different videos.
Yeah, 10 little 3 exercise moves. Here's a press, here's a curl, here's a tricep, and then that's it. And then you do 9 different other ones. You do squats, so you do it from a different angle, and you do it with 1 write-up. And then you run each of those at like $1 a day for 3 days, see how they do. You get 3 that are like your best performers. You delete the rest. Then you take those 3 videos that were your winners, and then you use 10 different sayings with each of those, right? So now you've got like 30 of them at $1 a day. Then you find out your key winners and you start to tweak them. So you take your best video with your best verbiage, and that becomes like your winning one to knock it. That's how I got it down to like 11 cents, I think, down from like 24 cents.
So it's not even like a video where you're like, hey, I'm so-and-so. This page is for motivation and fitness. Welcome. It's like
almost all of those are just simple exercise videos. And he in the training, he kind of shows us, this is the angle you should use. It should be this. You should, but it's amazing. Some of the people, I look at them and I go, what? How did, that one's not even that good. How did it? But it was that person's winner. But it's also targeted to a set audience. It's not like, I'm sure Jamie and ours are still at breastfeeding, strollers, and fitness, which is the entire world. But they're very key on that avatar of, you really got to define yourself. So, and I think we do it more in Instagram with our hashtags, right? But we don't really do it as much in Facebook because there's not that way to, in Instagram, you can explain who you are in 30 hashtags, pretty detailed, right? Hashtag guacamole, hashtag fertility, hashtag, whatever. You can, but in Facebook, you can't really get that detailed as to who you are, but he kind of gets through how you can do that through your actual targeting on Power Editor. So if you're brand new, perfect time. Because he technically probably would like me to delete my business page and start over again. Because I'm not targeting anybody. I'm not targeting my people, right? So if you are new, it's a great way to start. And again, if you can get it down to, 10 cents a like or 6 cents like he does at $3 a day, that's, 60 likes a day. That's crazy.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yes.
So when you say to do 10 different videos,
Yes.
And figure out, are you targeting 10 different audiences?
No, same audience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same 1 million, 2 million, 3 million people. Yeah, you use your same campaign ad, and I forget what the middle one is, but yeah, your same targeted audience, exactly the same, because you need that baseline to see which one is going to do best. Otherwise, they don't really mean anything because they're all over the place, right? You need that same test group.
Thanks.
No other questions? I wasn't looking at chat. Is it wrong to start your like page over, even if you're not new? It depends. How many likes do you have, Aaron?
Well, would it make? I mean, what you can just start going from there, though. Why would you?
Yeah, I wouldn't start over.
Why would you start over? Did you
I'm not starting over. Yeah, don't start over. If you don't have many, just go from there. They're going to be insignificant after.
Yeah.
But yeah, just twerk it. Exactly, Anne. Anne, if you want to, sorry. That was good. Especially from Anne. If you know Anne, you know why that's funny.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Not my husband said, "What's that?" Not you, honey.
Like this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's my first like? Okay, so I've been a brat about getting likes on my like page, and I only have 500 after 18 months. It's like, what's my first job? Because I feel like my mind is like spinning. So is my first job like running a like ad and doing this 10 video thing that you're suggesting, or is it linking my groups and like what's the first step?
Don't worry about linking your groups. That takes 5 seconds. It literally takes 5 seconds. That you can do that. There's a YouTube video that's 2 minutes long that walks you through it. I would start doing your split testing.
So the 10 videos, 1 verbiage. Okay.
Yeah, and then see which 3 or 2 are your best, and then take those videos and then write 8 to 10 verbiages for each of those 2 videos, and see which of those 20 are your winners.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mike, David was asking at what point should we switch over to just the like page? Do we go by the 1,000 likes before doing so?
Oh, he would tell you just start doing it now and slowly build it up. But I would, in a perfect world, see, for me, it's time. I can't come up with, I have trouble coming up with 3 posts a day, let alone 6, right? And the whole thing, like he says, is you're scared of losing all those people on your personal page. But what I would do is do what you're doing and start going live. And even if you start with 2 posts a day in your business page that are unique, and then what he does is he gets into engagement. I just want to see if I can do it really fast to kind of show you. So if you go into insights, I think that's where it is. Yeah. And then I'm not going to know how to get there. Reach, is that it? But he'll go through, sorry, one sec. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it. He showed you really quickly on his wife's there, those bars, and you'll see ones that have engagement, like organic engagement. Sorry, I can't remember how to get to it. And once you see the ones that do really well, those are the ones that you throw $3 at, and you target your audience, your people that you have mastered, that you're getting at 6 cents a like. And then he also teaches you how to create lookalike audiences. So of your page, like if Jamie has 30,000 people, you could create a lookalike audience of those people who've liked his, but in the UK, and just change the demographic of it. That's what I would do, is just start slowly and do different stuff on because again, if you're doing double posting stuff, it's never going to grow, right? It just isn't. Some people say if you can space it out by 4 hours, the algorithm is more in your favor. If you separate your posts, like if you post on your personal page, wait 4 hours before you copy and paste it over. But I've never tried that. I'm not that organized. Yeah, what a lot of people do, Tanisha, and you'll see it with a lot of the big coaches, is they'll, on their banner of their personal Facebook page, they'll say, "We've moved, come check us out over here." And they'll put the address, like they actually will put "we've moved" for a while, and then they go back to, just it being their, like Melinda and Rachel were like, then you just post about your kids and stupid shit, right? Like that's just, So and you know what, you might bring some people back that way, the people that stop seeing you too. So you're kind of gaining your friends and your cousin Johnny up in northern Alberta back, who never was going to buy a challenge pack anyway. And then you're also building up your business page.
Mike, what is Jesse's paid training cost?
I think it's about 300.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. And so
Is it
you know
like
what? It is this, and it's for life, and it's almost overwhelming. And like it's for life. And every time there's an update to Facebook, he'll send everybody like a blast saying, hey guys, they've changed this. This is how we're going to tackle that. And like he has a separate page set up just for critiquing banners, where someone will throw up a banner and say, hey guys, I'm new. Here's my banner. What do you guys think? And people will tweak it and say, no, do this, do this, do this. He has a guy that does them for like $50 as well, that kind of knows what to do. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that's what you can keep your personal page for in the meantime. But again, you can now you can run your groups from your business page. You can message people directly from your business page. So yeah, I don't know, the whole friend thing.
Kim, you ready to move? You ready to move?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Kim. Kim, you ready to move our page? We're moving over to our business page.
Yeah.
I'm ready to rip the Band-Aid. I'm literally on our business page right now, like all over it. Like, I'm excited.
We've talked about it for a while.
It's happening. I already have ideas already for tomorrow. Look out, like page. I remember when we started just going on our like page, probably remember that, James? We surged it over to the like page, all different content, and really picked up for sure.
Why did we stop?
I don't know. We still are there. We're still very present on our like page, and I do think we diversify the content. One thing we do every day is we share a viral thread. Shalene Johnson says share 5 viral videos in a row on your like page, 5 different ones, and that really helps with engagement. So I just try to do that. Like I just put like a dumb unicorn one on a Friday full of balloons, and like. But
it's amazing. It's amazing the engagement you get.
Yeah, I shared once a viral video once of these kids laughing, and it got 300 likes. I was like, what? So people are watching. They want to be engaged.
Here's it's just actually at the bottom of overview, where you can go back and look at your actual engagement from past posts. So here's like mine, engagement, reactions, the reach from organic to paid, right? And then you can go to one that's performed really well and go into your power editor and boost that for 3,000 people, or for $3 to your people, right? That audience that you've created that is your people. So yeah, and again, haven't used this at all and should, because it's such a waste. It's so valuable.
He says no, Alyssa, I think. Hey, no boosting, right, Mike?
Right, but like, look at that stupid, like 100,000 like organic, and didn't do anything with it. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting training. It's pretty. I'll be honest. It's there's a lot, but if you do it properly, I don't know. I'm so envious of the people that were able to finish it and are moving forward with it. All right.
Cool.
Yes, it's okay to boost from Power Editor. That's where you're supposed to do it from, technically.
No, but didn't he say don't boost?
Well, from Power Editor, whatever it's not boosting from Power Editor, whatever it's called. You can't technically boost
I
from
see.
Power Editor. It's
Yeah, you place an ad.
Thanks, Rochelle.
Promote.
How much timing does the training take in a day? You can't do it in a day. Even if you spent a half hour a day over 2 weeks is what I would probably do. Some days you're going to spend more. Yeah, I mean, it might take you more time to do your videos. That's it. Cool. I'm going to stop the recording.